The NobleSole podcast would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians on the lands on which we gather, dream, and record this podcast.
The Wurundjeri and Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation.
We pay our respects to those mobs and their elders, past, present, and future. We'd also like to extend that acknowledgement to all mobs across the many nations on these lands.
We'd like to thank the lands that we create on. Sovereignty was never ceded.
This always was and always will be Aboriginal land.
Welcome to the NobleSole podcast, where creativity meets consciousness. I'm Ben Noble.
And I'm Amy Soul. And we're best friends, like the sea and the sand.
And today we're yarning nature and inspiration. Ba.
So, how are we going to start? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. You look like you have zero capacity or beans or space or energy to be doing a podcast right now.
Oh my God. You know when people say, you look tired?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
No, but you don't look physically tired. Actually, I don't think you look tired. I think you look like there's like a little ball of energy that needs to be seen or heard.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I can feel that. I feel like there's that, and there is like would love a beach. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe no. I mean, I was in water last week, but like beach, like salt water, baby.
And seeing how this episode is all about connection to country and to nature and its effect on the creative process and us as artists.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good place to start. The fact that when you're burnt out or tired, your body is craving salt water.
Yeah. Years ago, we were filming something together. It was for your film at NIDA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
my music video, which I
music-
never released. Sorry.
Look, maybe
To
one day.
To all of the actors and all of the artists involved.
And it was
where
so
I
beautiful.
It's actually stunning. I've got the rough cut, but I just didn't have capacity to actually finish it
Yeah.
because I just got busy.
But here we are.
It's good though. Maybe we will release it one day. Maybe I should, if people, tell me if you're interested in seeing it out in podcast land. And if you are, I'll get it color graded and get it edited properly and release it.
Please. But yeah, you and Abby Lee Lindsay, I believe.
Abby Lee
Lewis. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, who's that? Yeah, Abby Lee.
Mate,
Yeah.
Sorry, Abby Lee Lewis. My bad. Sorry, Abby. You were yarning about how different mobs have different water sources and how that like impacted those mobs on like I think her mob was fresh water. So whenever she went into the beach, she was drained of energy. But when she went into like, a creek, it would like replenish her energy. And I'd never heard like that
is
difference.
Wild to me that you have never heard that.
Like, where would I hear that though?
But that's also just like the human experience, right? Like we are, and maybe it's just like a native or indigenous perspective on country. Like I get that, but like our surroundings, where we are, what we engage with, impacts every part of our being. It influences everything we do. Like if you live by salt water, you're eating more fish. If you live in cold country, like you're eating differently. Like everything shifts, your whole makeup. Like we see that in like human evolution of where different people are and how bodies adapt to spaces, to different parts of country. But I just find it, for me, I'm always so shocked when my way of thinking is so foreign to people. Because I, the ego narcissistic maniac that I am, assume that everyone thinks just like me. Or maybe everyone does.
Well, it makes sense, but I think, from just my perspective,
Yeah.
I grew up in Blacktown. We're talking an hour from any water source.
No, you got the river.
What river?
Parramatta River.
Who's swimming in Parramatta River?
I mean, you could.
You don't. You seen Parramatta River?
No, but there is up.
Eels.
No, but Parramatta Way, there is swimming spots.
Okay. Well, I didn't go to them. I went every second weekend to my dad's place. That was like...
Oh my God, I just got the air quotes.
Yeah. It's his second weekend, like, divorced parents. Yeah, no, I'll definitely come and get you. Month later.
So dark.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Meg, can we get like a little photo of Tiny Ben waiting on the gutter?
Fucking crying to my mum.
With a little suitcase.
Being like, is he not coming? Fuck.
The little cartoon suitcase.
That's it. No, but he lived in Wombrel growing up.
Where's that?
Like Central Coast, beach over from Terrigal.
Yeah.
And so like I loved the beach.
Yeah.
And so like maybe like that's, I don't know if that's home or what, but like that's more the water source that I like loved. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's just the energy that like I loved of it. But also like, to be real, my upbringing, I'm like, maybe it's that I am a white man. I'm not clocking, I feel this way after the beach. I feel this way after the river. And then like diagnosing which one like I feel more replenished about like within. Do you know what I mean? And
I fundamentally don't. But you do. You have a strong connection to country and to nature as a human being. You're literally about to go to the fucking, I was going to say forest, but the Daintree.
Yeah. Like now I do for sure. And like, again, like I knew that I loved the beach and I enjoyed being out there but
you didn't think about how it impacted you as a person.
I just thought that I loved the beach. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like body of water. It was like the waves. Like my dad taught me about respecting the ocean because of how powerful it is and how, especially like rips and waves and the sets and the tide. And like, so I learned all that. And so like it became this huge thing for me, which now like every time I'm in the ocean, I have it like my own like gratitude, like the little thing that I do, and I like dunk my head, and it's just like a ritual that I have. But I suppose I just didn't go to many rivers, and so like the fresh water, like I wasn't exposed to it. So like, yeah, I guess when I heard this yarn, like something just clocked in me, and I was like, like am I just like a saltwater baby? Because like I knew there was the like me being like a Cancer. I'm like, coming from that way, like I love water. I feel good in the shower, like I feel good in a bath, like I feel good in water. But like the difference in waters, that's where like I feel like until that conversation, like I was limited in my understanding or wisdom around it.
Yeah, I guess like for me, I kind of think of like different parts of country are used for different reasons and affect us differently and affect the world around us differently.
How does that impact you as an artist?
Like country is everything to me. Like for me, my connection to country, my connection to dreaming, my connection to my ancestors are all one thing and all speak through that for me. Like my connection to the birds or my connection to the water or like I always say that growing up on Birrapaiamora in my country and like small little Amy kind of not knowing how they fit into the world or feeling like I had something to do or a voice to do something with, but living in a small rural town that's really not progressive and really kind of shuts down any artistic voice. Like we all know the cliche of small town artist, small town queer, like, you know.
Yeah.
I always say that country saved me, and it was country and like my artistic practice, because I'd go down and I'd sit and I'd just write and I'd listen to country, or I'd connect and understand kind of how I fit into the world and understand that there were bigger things that were more important to me, and that I was a part of something that was bigger than kind of this tiny colonial town that I was living in.
So it made your dream bigger?
Yeah, it made me understand my place it made me smaller, which made me bigger.
Made you smaller, which made you bigger.
Because it gave me a collective responsibility to things. You know, I'm just tiny Amy, but there's all these beautiful things in which I'm connected to and around and a part of, and an ecosystem that exists. And it's a privilege that I get to be there and that country is holding me. Like, you know, ancestrally that's not my lands. Like, I come from the country of the Three Rivers. I come from like Wiradjuri country, Bogan River. Like, that's my mob out those ways, and that's my country out there. But to be able to be held on other lands and to be supported and looked after, being away from my own country, I owe everything to it. And I think even when you write now, you can hear Foster. Like, it's a part of who I am.
Yeah.
Like, any of my writing, it's like the resonance of that town and that country sings really clearly.
Do you feel like that's because you're connecting to the part of you that was that old when you were there? Or is it just like Foster has now like just kind of made its way into your identity?
I think it's definitely a part of who I am now. Like, whenever I talk about my mobs, I always recognize that my deep connection to Birrapara and Warra country and to that community up there, and my responsibility to that country and that community up there.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of intrinsically a part of me now. As I think the lands that we're all born on, we're intrinsically a part of and have a responsibility to.
Yeah.
And I feel like country speaks, like, that's for me, that's home. Like, when I get back to that country, it hits differently for me than when I go back to Wiradjuri country. Like, they're both important, but in different ways.
Yeah.
And when I go back there, the most recent time I went back there, the minute I hit that country, I was around Nabiak or Bulladila. And so I kind of got into this, like, fresh into that country. A massive storm hit out of nowhere. And it was just angry, and we had to end up pulling off the side of the road. There were multiple car crashes, and it was like really full on and really dark, and it was really scary. And for me, it was the first time, now that I'm in my 30s, that I'd kind of, country for me had felt scary. Because country for me had always felt holding or guiding or like light or beautiful. This kind of feeling of country feeling scary, and like the country in which I'm so familiar with feeling so unfamiliar. And but also as an adult now, being able to hold it in a different way and feel like, you know, country's angry. Why is country angry? What is happening? What is around? And I think that, like, you know, like First Peoples have such like so many knowledges about what is happening in country and what is happening and where the seasons are and what the animals are doing and how we're all existing, that, like, you know, people notice changes and notice things shifting, which, you know, we've like, you know, all the islands, like all the Torres Strait mob have been screaming about climate change for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades and decades and decades now, because they noticed, you know, there was differences in the fish and the tides and the waters, and they were like, something's wrong, something's changing.
Yeah.
And everyone went, nah.
Don't stop the machine.
And the importance to listen to that, like, because country also holds story. That felt like a lot of dense knowledge.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I always love your perspective on.
And that's only my perspective too. Like, different mobs and different people, and you know, there's no homogeneity of blackness or how we engage with it. This is just my engagement with my own connection to country.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. It's like, it's one of those things where I feel privileged to have these conversations with you, because it just kind of like, there's a felt experience that I have of country and different countries and different lands that I've been blessed to be homed in, or just visited. But I feel like I don't have like a cultural understanding of what that lived experience is, what that shift, why that shift has happened, or why I don't feel safe in a certain land, or you know what I mean, like that. So when you articulate how the land speaks to you and your connection to it, it like gives me more clarity of my own experience as well. It's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, no, that actually makes sense.
It's always such a gift. Like whenever I hear, mob or elders speak about something, especially about lands that I have no idea about, I have no stories of, and you hear community tell you the stories of those lands and of those places and and you can just then understand your place in the world better. You just understand because you understand country better. You understand the depth of it, and I think that it's so central to anyone who walks on these lands to understand those stories.
For sure.
And to be listening to those stories.
Yeah, I mean, even like what was it? Was it last year? Yeah, last year I was in the Amazon, and like I got so.
Oh my God, I'm so happy we're doing an Amazon story. Like,
really?
Let's
Why?
go. Because I just find it so funny that you just ran off to the Amazon.
I did.
I just find that fucking hilarious. And it's also such a cliche white guy thing that I love about you. And the funniest but most beautifully spiritual. And I know that you had such a journey and then you calling me from the Amazon. Like, this is a yarn.
Yeah.
This man called me. I can't. Okay, you yarn.
Sorry. Well, yeah, because I don't want a long story shorter, but long story shorter.
Yeah.
Like, a mate of mine was like, can we say... Is that...
That's such a good question. You drank tea.
I had medicine.
Medicine?
Yeah. Medicine. Okay,
Yeah.
cut the other thing out.
Yeah.
So my mate was like, hey, I'm feeling called to drink medicine.
Yes.
How do you feel about that? And like my gut was the loudest it's ever been, and it was like, yes. And it was like, cool. And so there was like this 6 month like kind of like, what does that mean? Like, where do we go? Like, what's the thing? And he'd
also watching that 6 month process of you shedding your life before you went was pretty superb.
Yeah.
Like you were just like, I'm just getting rid of my things.
Yeah.
I don't have an identity anymore. Like I'm just like letting and I'm just like pop off.
Yeah. Cause it was like, I knew that it, like I could feel it in me that it was like, this is going to change something.
Yeah.
I need to like unburden myself, and I could feel that like the cycle of Sydney had kind of like ended, and I could feel that from the land. Like I'd moved from, Newtown to Erskineville to Darlinghurst to like Manly. Like I'd moved around, and nothing was feeling quite right.
Well, it was because I was also moving at the same time because we were both living in Darlinghurst.
Yeah.
And I was living in the artist city of Sydney. Shout out City of Sydney artist grants because they're amazing and phenomenal, where I was living in Darlinghurst there and you were just up the road. And I was just about to move down here to Melbourne. And so at the exact same time that I was doing a transition moment to move down to Melbourne, you were like, Amy, I'm running off to South America and I don't know if I'll ever return. And I went, run into the ether, my friend.
Yeah. And like the day before I left, my mate who was going to come to the Amazon with me was like, oh, my gut's telling me that I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
that is
brutal. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, my gut's still saying go. So like I had... The first thing was like a festival, was like this 7-day festival with another mate. And so I flew from Sydney to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Did a 7-day festival, and then it wasn't like I had nothing between then and like 6 weeks until like I was going to the Amazon.
Yeah.
And so I just like made my way down to Peru.
Yeah.
With no plan.
Yeah.
And just kind of like bust and yeah, like I just had an adventure and made it to the Amazon, and that's a
whole movie. Ben
100%.
traveling to the Amazon is like a whole film. Like,
But-
someone start writing the script.
for sure. Like, please. I mean, just the visions alone.
Just you as like a 6'4" bald white dude on a bus, just like
And yeah.
hanging out with, you know,
Yeah, Mastro.
Yeah.
And yeah.
no idea where you're going. Just
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the Amazon.
I'm going to just trust. I'll be right. And everybody being like, it's so dangerous. But like, I didn't feel like, and this is privilege. Like, I know that. But I feel like because I'm 6'4", and like the median height of like people in South America is like 5'6", and so like I've got like more than a foot on it. Like I'm,
You're a giant.
like everybody was lovely. Like I never felt like unsafe, and that's my point of privilege for sure.
Yeah.
But it really allowed me to like walk the path that I needed to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I connected with that land so deeply. Those lessons had not sank in, but like were learned. I realized that like these were to be brought back to Australia. Like it was like immediate. It was like, oh no, these.
I know, because you called me.
Yeah.
You literally called me and was like, I've been spoken to in the Amazon, and I've got to move to Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it's my art and it's my business, and I'm gonna meet a woman.
That's it.
And you literally showed up in Melbourne, moved into my house,
Yep. Yeah.
lived with me for a year, and then met a woman.
It was
Stevie Stevenson.
Stevie Stevenson. Yeah. But yeah, it was like that was like many lessons, but like the pillars were like art and business.
Yeah.
And like and I wasn't sure if it was just like how, but it's like you're gonna find your love, and it's like oh cool, and so it was like those were the three things that I
Which
had
is
to,
exactly what you've done.
and it felt like such a deep knowledge, but also like really simple when you put it in that it's like just everything that I do now. It's like, is this aligned with like my business practices? Is this aligned with my artistic practices? Just keep going that way.
Yeah.
Just focus on those things, and everything else. Because one of the lessons was like, Mastro was like, I'm trying to like bandage a healed wound. Like my leg had broken and I'd bandaged it, but it had already healed.
But you still thought you needed the bandage.
And I still thought
that is a lesson that I think that I'm still learning.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
For
Because
sure.
the kind of the phantomness of wounds that have disappeared, but you're still trying to like heal them rather than go, actually they're healed and I can move on.
Yeah.
Really hard.
For sure.
A huge lesson to learn in the middle of the Amazon, drinking medicine.
Man.
But like, if you had told me that, I'd be like, this guy, what's this guy doing? This guy's going to get sick and and so going to bring something back on his spirit.
Yeah.
And but like, that is not what happened. Like the
No.
opposite happened. Like you really did integrate something and shift and grow. And like, I've just watched you, like you're a different Ben.
Just on the because we're talking about the lands and stuff, like I remember the first night of drinking the medicine. I went out and then so it's in the middle of the Amazon.
Yeah.
And so in the ceremony, like it's like you're connected to the Mother Earth,
Yes,
right? Like
yes.
she's like telling you lessons and all this kind of stuff, and
Yeah.
it's And so then it's like kind of, then it like wraps up. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, sweet. Coming out of it. Then I go out of the Maluka, like the hut, like massive hut kind of thing. And then I hear this voice again. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, sweet. And I'm like opening back up and like listening. And it's like, oh, no. And then I like feel this like almost hand on my head. And it's like, you need to stop. Be careful of what you are opening up to. Yeah. And it wasn't the mother, it was the jungle. Yeah. And the jungle is like, you know, blessed over there, but it was a whole different energy of like, hey, watch out. Like, you don't, just opening up a channel and being open to there are things out here that can come in and like, you don't want that. Yep. And so it was like a very firm, like, hey, you have a responsibility, but like, you have a responsibility of like this gift too. Yeah. Like I've been channeling poetry and like stories and stuff for a year, but what
awareness and responsibility?
What responsibility have I been taking for like the lands and the stories that I'm like sharing and stuff? Like that was a huge lesson. And so now it's like I'm not wary, but it is like, is this space safe to do that?
Well, it's just knowing, right? It's just education. It's like listening to people who understand the land and honoring that and honoring those stories so that you can walk safely across them. Yeah. And honor them and honor what the not the rules are, but what is being invited and asked of you whilst on lands and aware of like places to go and not go. Like huge. You're wild.
Man, you gotta. Like
Man, you gotta
do it for the plot, but also like
for the plot.
But you know, like I had so many beautiful humans down here that were like doing great things in art and business. I was like, well, if Sydney's wrapping up, Melbourne's got to be the thing. And yeah, like,
and I'd already like made it iconic.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you know, if you're going,
if I'm here,
it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
Well,
yeah.
Wonder if you would have. But maybe, well, we wouldn't be doing this podcast if it wasn't for the Amazon. So maybe that is the full meta round, like...
Yeah.
This episode wouldn't exist.
Am I still there?
Yeah. Oh, don't. That'll trip out any kind of anxious brain you've got. I'm still there.
Stop.
I never left.
Why did I... Don't open that.
I promise you're here.
Okay, cool.
And breathe. Yeah. Bring ourselves back into the present moment.
Right. Into these lands.
Hello. Exactly. We're on Woonwurrung land.
Yay.
Yeah. For this episode, we had decided that we were going to do poetry. How would you like to... You are the poet.
I mean...
Well, I'm a poet as well, but you're... We could write a poem to each other. Is that gay? How gay is that?
Well, do we want to do
that?
I would love...
I love how gay that is.
I feel like we need more gay in this.
So could we write a poem to each other inspired by country or Mother Earth or the environment?
To each other inspired by Mother Earth.
So like, Ben, you are my vines.
Oh my God. Okay.
You make me feel so fine. We're running out of time.
Yep.
Be mine.
Baby, I'm already here. Yeah, cool.
I did it. Yeah, I'm really interested to have you reflect back at me what you hear in the poem and what is reflected, because I had like an intention and the intention, I was like, I'm going to write a poem for Ben inspired by country. Right? And it's just not what happened. Like, I think there's parts of you and I in this.
Right.
Like, I see moments of you, but I think it was also like parts of me that wanted to share another story or wanted to say something else.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's also actually what I've written is something I want you to see of me.
Oh, cool.
Rather than something for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like it's for you in the fact that I would like to share you to see something.
Yeah.
And I, not until I got to the end did I go, oh. And there's like little moments where it's like, that's for Ben. And then there's other moments where I was like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's
really
you in
excited.
it.
Yeah.
But that's me in it too.
Yeah. But no, I'm actually really excited. I'd really like to hear your reflections.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm like actually really excited.
Okay, cool. Do you want to go first?
Shall I?
Yeah.
Well, I've given the hype, so I'm already in it.
Literally.
I mean, we're going to get to the climax,
Let's
right?
go.
Let's go. And just like, you do how you want to, but I think if you breathe it all in and then just like give what you actually hear and see.
You want me to, like, after it, give you...
Go, like, breathe straight in and then just go into it.
Into the feedback or what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Okay. She hears me. Her sounds soothe me. Hold me. Capture, rupture, split. She is wondrous to me. Countless nights under the stars, learning of who I could be. Sis, you are one to me. I hold your hand and run, through the trees past the bush to the old billy can, rusted in spot. She is timeless to me. He is wondrous, you see. What is this for us? To fish, to gather, to sit together. Timelessness. Do we kiss? Twist and turn. A path we have long been walking on. A smile, a nod, a passing thought. Who are they to us? She must listen, learn. He must untrust, fasten himself, let go. She sings, he brings, they breathe. What is this for us? Trust. A lesson learnt, a story told, a bond for life. I hear her, he listens. He speaks, she dances. They grow. Whisper, hug, laugh. Becoming.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then I wrote this little mini poem, which was a bonus poem, which I think is just for Amy, but who knows. I miss knowing who I am, or could be. I used to feel the ground more. Now I float.
Wow. It's beautiful, Amy. It's really special. Yeah, like I see like your journey like in this life, but I also see like like the Billy Can like is like you showing me who you are and where you've come from. But also like us holding hands and like walking the path together, and us getting triggered in different ways and learning, and like that being the thing that we've realized is like what we actually want out of this life, like to grow, to change, and to have somebody like see all of that.
Yeah.
It's like that's what like like a soulmate does.
Yeah.
Like they see you, that like, because it was like I could feel the gratitude of being witnessed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shy now.
Shy girl.
I'm gonna be a bear.
Okay. Well, I'm going to double down on your shyness because I'm going to just read you a little love poem.
Ah!
You weren't read before now.
Oh,
You're going to get redder.
I'm going to get so red. And my rosacea is going down because I'm using my toucher and it's really working. Shout out vitamin C cream.
I love a good vitamin C cream.
Oh my God, it's so good. It changes your life.
Yeah. Serums,
man.
serums. Can you just read the Amy part again?
Which part?
The Amy
Oh, the little bit?
little bit?
Oh, because it's like your poem answers it, does it? Maybe he knows where I'm at. I miss knowing who I am, or could be. I used to feel the ground more. Now I float.
How do I float yet stay grounded? Are there rocks in the air? No. You. It's you. I found it. My home is you. I found it. So, which land I'm on, I don't care. There is a ride or die kind of nature to our relationship, and it crosses many lands. As we move from place to place, our bond deepens, and so do our plans. Connecting on each country allows us to learn the lessons it tells. By playing alongside in the grass, in the dirt, in the ocean swells, the mother sees us, bonds us closer, embraces our love. To be afforded this life on this place with you, that will always be enough.
That's so beautiful. Also, you're so much more vulnerable than me. Immediately I was like, oh, you're brave. Like, that was so brave. Like, I was like, oh, I wasn't like, yeah, just, and not brave in like a, just in like a vulnerable way. Like you were vulnerable.
Okay, you're judging yourself.
Let my spiral make sense.
Sure.
Which was, I appreciated your ability to lean into your love for me. Yeah. And I love you too. And I love your poetry so much. Like, I just really love your poetry. It's interesting listening to both of our poems. I can see how different our styles are, and how I can see that I'm influenced by playwriting and you're influenced by rapping.
Yeah.
Like, you can clearly see that in the styles.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love that about us.
Yeah.
Like, it's, yeah, there is something about that. And again, it like comes back to like, is it Foster? Is it Blacktown? Like, because I feel that energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is something about the land that, like, I mean, obviously we were speaking about land, so that's going to come through. But yeah, it's funny how not only like our culture of what we bring to our art, but like, yeah, I could feel Blacktown in that too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just where like the birthplace of my love of rap came from. Do you know what I mean? And so like that's always going to be
part
tied
of the story.
together.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's the thing, right? That last line is like, you know, we're here.
Yeah.
Like, no matter where we are, like, I appreciate being
that we're here now.
That we're here now.
But also every land that we've crossed, we've also take something with us. Those lessons learned, those times. Yeah. And I feel that too. It's pretty amazing.
I love you.
Well, this was a really lovely episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really happy that we did it.
Same. Yeah, there was a little bit of trepidation before we started this one.
Ben was a bit of a grumpy boy today.
I was. But yeah, I mean, again, like, it's funny how, like, even just talking about, like, I don't know if it's like talking about the lands makes me feel grounded, or like just being in your presence too.
Or just like, process too, you know, just being able to be in an arts practice. Art.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah. No, but yeah. I want to hear people's reflections. What was the journey that you went on in this episode? Hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah. Cause
what about Meg? Meg, how'd you feel? What did this episode do for you? What was your reflection?
I really liked it. That episode slapped.
Slaps. Meg certified. Certified slaps.
That's a slapped episode. We'll have to get Meg to put like how many slaps she gives per episode.
Slap.
Slap, 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 slap. All
right. Cool. Anything else you want to?
No.
Brant. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Do your own poetry writing. Be inspired. Go out on country. Talk to some elders. Find out where you are. Position yourself. Understand yourself. Know the countries in which you come from. Let it influence you. Let it inspire you. Let the responsibility to country guide you.
Yeah, and tap into what has already been. Where have you been and how has that shaped you? Tap into the lands that you've already walked.
Which is also a shout out to what our next episode is, which is about memory and time. Hey.
Oh,
thanks everyone.
Little sneaker.
Little sneaky one.
Yeah.
Little teaser. All right, that's enough.
Love.
Bye.
Do we have
We've got like
an outro? Yeah, that's right. Thanks for listening to the NobleSole podcast with Amy Soul and Ben Noble. This episode was produced and edited by Megan Scollier Gray.
If you want to support this independent podcast, subscribe or follow wherever you listen. You can also check us out on socials at NobleSole Podcast. If you want to drop us a line, email us at noblesolepodcast@gmail.com.
And hey, if you liked the episode, write us a 5-star review. And if you didn't, well, that's none of our business. Bye.
Bye.